Hey, what up guys, jakebobjo here, and I'm going to be showing you some redstone basics in the game Minecraft. If you've never heard of it, go check it out, minecraft.net. It is an amazing game. Most people hate it because of the graphics, but I deal with it, it's not bad. So we're just going to load up our flat grass world right here, just so I can show you without lagging. And this is just something that Brenny Beast made tutorial on, and I put some options on it. I don't know, this stuff. Pretty cool. Just play sound. Watch. I can go like this, and it plays once, and then I can do this, and it plays multiple. Alright, so I'm gonna stop that. So let's get to redstone basics. First off, you're just gonna need a block to use to place the redstone and such on. You're gonna need some redstone torches, which if you don't know how to get, you just have, here, let me do this. Whenever you see some redstone ore, it's just red ore you'll find, it glows when you hit it. Just mine this, and it gives you redstone. I'm using Doku Craft. Well, it's like a fixed version because he stopped making it. No, not Doku Craft, Juro Doku or something. But yeah, so that's how you get redstone. I'm just gonna delete that and spawn some because it's tutorial, so why not spawn it? It's easier for me to show you that way. So I'm gonna get some redstone, and what else do I need? I need some buttons, levers. I don't know if we'll get to button and levers in this video. I might make this a series where I show you some neat stuff in redstone, and I think we should be good. Oh, let's grab a pressure plate if I can find one of those. Where are you? Ah, here we go. I'll show you the two different types of these eventually also, and Minecraft rails I might show you also. There's powered and detector rails, I'll tell you what those do, but not in this video. So let me make it daytime for you guys. So first off, we're going to start with the logics of redstone basically, and how it can be powered and stuff like that. Okay, so when you have your redstone dust, this is black default, or not colored, I mean. Like, you'll know what I mean in a couple seconds. So to power this, there is a bunch of different power sources. Redstone torch can power it. Your button can power it, but you can't place a button on the floor. It has to be on a block. And then this block can power it because it's getting direct power by something else. So buttons go for like 1 tick, I believe, or something like that. It's a 1/10 of a second, I believe. Now you have your lever, which if you pull, it's a toggle. One side's on, one side's off. Just basic like that. So you have your pressure plates, which I guess I will get into. Your wood one, you can walk on, it'll power for like a second after you get off. But wood, the interesting thing about this is if you throw items on it, it will also go. But the stone one here, let me get it. This one will go if you stand on it, but items it will not. It needs like animal, a living thing to be on it. So beware, animals can set those off if you have doors. So now I'm going to show you a little tip thing. It's not really a tip, but alright, so we have this long strip of redstone, and say I want to get it to, I don't know why you get it to here, but I want to get it to this block. Oh, and there's another block I forgot. It's called a repeater, but I'll show you that. I'll have to show you it right here basically. So this torch will power up to 16 blocks And when you see particles coming off, that means it still powers. So let's go a little farther until it turns black. And right there, see, there's no more power. So if I will teach you how to make this, but this is just for demonstration right here. So if I put this block here, oh, whoops, I put in the wrong one. My bad. I'll explain how this works also. But as you see, this torch is still on. And no matter how we change the state of this torch will stay on. Oop, too far. Yeah, this torch stays on. So how do we get this block powered, you may ask? Well, you have to make a thing called a repeater. So a basic repeater, like the original one, before they came up with the simple blocks, would be you power into a block and it has this torch on. Here, let me explain the logics of torch powering stuff. Alright, so let's set a couple of these examples up. Alright, put levers at each one. And we've been recording for around 10 minutes or so, I think. Okay, so the way this works is, say I wanted to turn this torch off, well, I would have to power this. And if I power it, nothing happens. That's because this can only, torches can only be turned off if they're powered from below. So like this one also won't turn off because this torch powers it. Torches will power anything that's adjacent to it, like this. They will not power anything below it. And I'm not sure about above, let's check. And nothing above it. So only flat with it. So that would mean this one would work because you're powering it from a block below, which goes into it. And as, oh whoops, some lag right here. And as you see, that turned that torch off. If I turn this off, that stays on. Because torch's default is on, so once you power it, it has to invert it, which making the state off. Now, back to this repeater. So now you know how this is on right now because there's no power going into it. Let me turn down fog a little bit. I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. And another way to make the torch turn off, as long as you can turn it off if it's still on the block, but the wire's not touching it, like this. And see, it's inverted because this power's off, making this one on, like that. Now if I turn this one on, this is off, because just like the block over there, I'm getting really bad lag right now. I don't know why. Let me turn off some features. Smooth lighting off. Yeah, turn this off. Alright, it should be good now. Yeah, it's better. Alright, so this is the same thing as this block over here. If you power into it, it will turn it off. So basically torches can be powered if there is a block directly touching them that is being powered or unpowered. And this right here, as I said, is an inverter. If you have two of these, it is a repeater. If I go like this, see, now the state is on. And if I turn it off, it should be off. Yes. So that's like a repeater, but there's a more compact way to do it, which is over here. By placing this, if you see it, it's an inverter if you take this piece off. And there's no wire touching this block. And if you remember the rules that I told you, how a torch will power any block adjacent to it, well, power can be power if it's on top of the block. It'll also power it like that. see how now that is off, just like this one. And if I go put the torch back, it should be on, powering it, and then it's inverted right here again for some reason. I can break that. And then now your signal can go another 16 blocks from here. So yeah, 16 I think. And so what I'm going to go over now is the new repeaters that are very simple and awesome. Save you a lot of time. They look like this, not, well, in this texture pack. Here, let me change my texture pack and I'll be back. So now you can see everything normal. Alright, oh, way less lag. That was an HD texture pack, so it looks like this. And I will show you how to craft these, but here, let's delete this big monstrosity. Alright, and place it right where this power, I think this one's, oh, where's it not powered? Alright, so this is the last powered one. We want to place it into this, which then is powered, and will repeat your signal once again 16 more blocks. See, now it's off. And the cool thing about these is the way they're set up is there's 4 ticks in them. The first one, so wait, there's 1 right here, 2, 3, 4, and I'm doing some hand things right now. It's pretty funny, but the first one is 1/10 of a second, which is 1 tick. Second is 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, and yeah. So if you wanted to make and what you can do with that is, if I show you, here, I'll just do it right here so I can show you better. Break that. If you see how it took a little bit, that's because it's on 2 ticks. If I do this, you don't have to break the wire, I'm just doing that for example purposes. But look at it, look how long it takes. That's because that's 4/10 of a second. If I wanted to make a 1 second delay, I would grab 2 fully adjusted ones on 4 ticks, which is 8/10 of a second, and then 1 on the second one, which is 2/10, which adds up to 10/10, which is 1 second. So that goes off 1 second after. Well, roughly 1 second. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to end the video here. If you guys want anything specific in this how-to video, I will show you. I'm not the best at Redstone, but I think I can start a series on this just because there's so much with Redstone and it's really fun. And I will be showing you some pretty cool things to make later in my videos. And sorry if you heard my fan this whole time. My room is like 1,000 degrees. No, I'm exaggerating, but it's really hot in here, so I have to keep it on. And my mic's kind of right next to it, but hope that didn't make too much noise. So I'll be going, guys, and comment, like, subscribe. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but yeah. Alright.